What's going on, you guys? It's D-Webb here. I know it's been a while. I need to get better with my consistency on posting. Life's just been a little overwhelming. It happens to the best of us. But what I want to do today, honestly, I'm going to vent. I like to keep the channel pretty positive, but I know there's pros and cons to all jobs. Don't get me wrong. I know that there's good and bad to everything, and I know the grass always looks greener on the other side. But I'm a general contractor. That's what I do in my day-to-day life to make a living, and I'm self-employed. And I started my business back on Friday, March 26, 2021, and it is currently just past midnight, so it is Friday, January 17th, 2025. I haven't even quite hit my 4th year anniversary yet for my business, so I still have weeks where I'm slow. And where I'm hinting at with that is I also don't have any full-time employees. 90% of the jobs I do is just me. But as a contractor, there are certain times, certain jobs where either stuff's just too heavy or too big and I need help. You know, it does happen in this line of work. And also, I'm 5'6" and on a good wet day, I'm like 130 pounds. So there are times where stuff's just too heavy. And that's where it's like kind of leading into the venting, is where it's just so hard to rely on people. And it's so aggravating because I got a job. And thankfully it's for like my dad, and I'm doing a bathroom remodel. So he is a chiropractor, and in his office he has another chiropractor that they split the rent, and the landlord doesn't want to pay to get the bathroom remodeled. So they are willing to pay me, and I'm going to go in, replace the toilet, replace the sink, and then that since they want a new toilet, they want it taller. So they want all the like fixtures, like the toilet paper holder and the paper towel holder, and they have like a bar for older people for when they're standing up. So they want all of that replaced. And I could do 90% of that job myself without any issue. But obviously to like put in a sink and to put in a toilet, those things tend to be a little bit heavy, and it's a lot easier to have a second hand just to hold it. Even if they're not even doing much of the work, it's just so much easier to pay somebody to be there to help you out. So this is one of the few jobs where I wanted some help. And again, I'm not a big person, so I wanted to have two of my buddies there. I had two of them tell me that they could do it like back on Wednesday, because the job's supposed to be Thursday. And so I texted them as soon as I got the bid accepted, told them, hey, I have a decent job coming up. We have to lift a few heavy things. Can you guys pull through? Both of them told me, yeah, no problem. That's cool. And then, of course, it was so crazy. But in the middle of the day, and like I said, it's just past midnight, I have to be up at 8 a.m. so that my buddy can be at my house at 9 a.m. That was like the original plan. The two were going to meet me at 9 a.m. at my house. And the one dude texted me in the middle of the day, and his excuse was somewhat reasonable. I don't know. It's still aggravating when you're relying on somebody and they tell you something and then all of a sudden the day before they're folding. But I thought, whatever, I still have my other buddy, so whatever. I was frustrated. I told him it's cool, whatever, don't worry about it. And then basically a few hours later, another buddy of mine texted me out of the blue and was like, hey, things are tight right now. If you have any extra work, I could definitely use it. And it was so convenient because I was like, oh, wow, that dude folded. So I told him, yeah, that's awesome. Like, yeah, you can come and work a few hours with me. That would be awesome. So I had two people again. And then this was like 5 p.m. maybe. And then 4 hours later, just after 9 p.m., because I remember I didn't even have 12 hours till I wanted him to be in my house, the other dude that was supposed to originally be with me said that he can't do it. And his excuse was like complete BS. Like, I hate to say that because I don't know 100%. He could have not been lying, but then we started bickering and he was asking for like more money, and it just became more like, it didn't seem like his excuse was even the bigger problem, more so than he just wanted more money. And it's like, that stuff's so aggravating. Like, I'm not far enough along to have full-time employees, let alone like argue with you about how much you want for the job. So like, I just told him whatever, like, and like he ended up like saying he couldn't do it. So I had the one dude that's still willing to help me. So I still have one person, thank God, because he coincidentally hit me up. But it's so aggravating to think that I went from having two people that told me yes to one saying no, to only having one person, to then back to two, to now back to one. And it's like, I can definitely do it with just one person. But again, I'm not a big person. This shit's going to be heavy. It would have been so much easier to have them like kind of lowered into place while I angled it, and then basically, yes, it would have made me do like the least back-breaking work, but like I'm the one who has to do all the like specialized work that they don't know how to do. So like, I don't want to like make myself sound like a genius. It's nothing crazy. You can learn how to be a carpenter by literally watching YouTube videos. It's not that crazy. And I'm technically a contractor. I'm not even a carpenter, but like, it's the same thing. That we do the same type of jobs. But either way, besides the point, I appreciate you guys watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. This was more or less like a business rant. Like if you're a small time business owner, small things that you guys might also be able to relate to. But what I wanted to hint to too with the YouTube, sorry, this actually is my last point, is I've been buying fucking cards a lot. I really like the sports cards. That's where like most of my money's been going to the last few months. I just got into it back in May. As I said, it's January, so it's been almost a year. And I really want to take YouTube more serious. I know my videos are all off the wall. They're one video is about me arguing with a garbage man, and then one video is like me traveling, and then one video is me starting the card collection. So I know my channel is all over the place. Maybe like I might stick with the cards a little bit. That might be like my niche. Maybe start talking about selling and buying on eBay, because I started doing a few auctions. That might be more where I take my channel. But I definitely want to get better at uploading, even if it's just little personal vlogs, me venting like this and just getting people's input on stuff. Like, I enjoy it. It's definitely a better opportunity and chance to make money than like dealing with all this bullshit that I have to deal with all the time being a contractor. And don't get me wrong, like I eventually want to do rentals, and like all this knowledge as being a contractor will come into hand when I have to work on my own properties. But when I'm doing work for my own self on my own houses, then the benefit will seem so much better, and it won't seem so aggravating all the time when these little things happen. Oh, I'm so sorry. Didn't mean to hit her in the head. I thought I could sit down and have a cool outro with her just coming up to me, but kind of folded on that. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. It's D-Webb here, and I'm definitely going to try to get better with posting more videos. As I was editing, there was one thing that I wanted to mention I forgot to say too. Is that's like the extra frustrating part about like 90% of the time I can do it myself and I don't have full-time employees, is the fact that the few times when I rely on people and then something like this happens, like say that one dude didn't call me out of the blue and I had him as a backup, and those other two dudes folded on me, and it's a job where like I need somebody to help me like lift the toilet and get it into place perfectly. It's so frustrating because what do they expect me just to call the landlord? And thankfully again right now it's my dad, but like call the landlord or homeowner or whoever it is and be like, oh hey, just so you know, I know you were waiting on me to come for 2 weeks, but I have to cancel because I don't have anybody. As soon as I have somebody, we'll reschedule. Like that looks so unprofessional, and nobody cares what that does to me. You know, they just want to like. And the one dude, like I said, he was more arguing about wanting more money more so than even saying that he actually couldn't work, and that's why like it ended up we just bickered, and I said, don't even come, don't worry about it. But like, it's just so frustrating because he'd rather argue with me about a few more dollars, and the other dude would rather just fold because he has other things that he had going on or whatever. And it's just frustrating that they would leave me to have to cancel that job and basically be telling them that I have to reschedule. No care if it makes me look professional, or if that person would cancel the job or say like, wow, that dude I'm never hiring again. So I don't know, it's just the little things you have to always look out for yourself. But thank you.